believe it's March 12th. Today's weigh-in at 218.4. Everything's trending in the right direction in terms of weight loss, so that's great. Um, the only problem is obviously that really disappointing session I had yesterday in the gym. I'm going back and forth in my mind if I want to maybe do a 10% weight reset um, on the squat. I've got something in my knee right now. I'm not too sure yet if it's a problem, like it's like a strain or a pull or what it is, or if it's just soreness because I'm also experiencing a lot of that. My glutes, my adductors, all are sore today. I think it's probably because of the hack squat machine. I know I said I was getting rid of that, but I found it to be better than walking lunges. I think walking lunges are too awkward for me, especially in the shoes. So if I ever do that, I'm going to take the shoes off, obviously. But more importantly, I think that once I reduced the weight on the hack squat and actually got down, it actually felt pretty good at the moment. Now, whether or not my knees recover, or really it's my right knee, it doesn't feel like it. It feels more like it's bruised, honestly. Like, I don't really know what that means, and I really hope it's nothing too serious. We are deadlifting tomorrow, or maybe not tomorrow, but Friday. One of those days I'll be deadlifting. Um, I forget that I'm still working with sort of a modified schedule here, but one of those days I will be deadlifting, and I don't know if it'll affect that, but the rest of my lower body lifts that day it might affect, considering the fact that I've got to do leg press right after. I don't know if I'll be able to do leg press, and I don't know if I'll be able to do extensions either that day, which is also something that's planned. So, um, it's better than it was yesterday. Yesterday it was really not so great, but the soreness is still there, which is weird. I haven't experienced um, DOMS, like they say. I haven't really experienced that in a long time, um, and it really sucks. But we are pushing through it. I'm still going to go ahead and train upper body today because that feels fine. And obviously, there's no real leg involved. Kind of stoked about the 218 this morning. For some reason, I woke up and I was like feeling not so great about the weigh-in. In particular, I was like, oh my god, I feel 220 today, which really sucks. I hate backtracking. I know it's part of the process, but it is what it is. And if we end this week at 218, um, even this particular weigh-in, if this particular weigh-in maintains for the rest of the week, that's still I'm still on target for my goal, which is to lose 2 pounds per week, and hopefully hit the end of this weight loss phase by September. I also have to keep reminding myself that I am in a weight loss phase, and that gains in the gym in terms of strength are just not going to be optimal. I have to keep reminding myself that because I'm like really, really wanting to progress all the time, and I want to get stronger all the time. And I keep forgetting that, I am in a weight loss phase, which means that the likelihood of me progressing is very low. And I need to be in a weight loss phase because I think I'm not too sure if I'm under 30% body fat yet. It's hard to tell. I want to say yes, but my scale says that I'm still 30%. I don't know how accurate those are. I've heard mixed things that they can be off by as much as 5, but as little as like a half percent. So that's a huge range, It makes a world of a difference. Today I look bloated in the mirror, so I I lost weight, but I can't really tell. I'm hoping to end this month, which is about halfway over. I would like to end at around 210, but 215 is a good place, honestly. I'm not going to be mad about that, but 210 would be ideal. We're just going to keep sticking to our targets, being strong willed. There are certain times where I feel like really the urge to cheat. I really am craving something very savory. It's not so much the sweet as it is the savory. Like, I've been wanting pizza. Seeing the Little Caesars ad for the pretzel crust pizza, like, I don't really want that, but I know that I'll never be able to eat that. The more on track that I am, the faster the results are gonna be, you know, and that's just the key to success. I've been finding that it's like this duality where it's like, on one hand, I want to lose this fat because I'm unhealthy. I hate the way I look, and I am fat. You know, I mean, there's no question about it, and I need to lose that fat. And on the other hand, I want to be strong, really, really badly. I go into the gym and I feel weak, which is stupid because you're not supposed to compare yourself to other people. But I feel weak, especially when I hit lifts, or especially when I don't hit lifts, rather, that I've hit before. Or that in my mind I should be able to hit, like the squat, um, the bench, which was, I did hit the 205 3x5, but it was grindy. Or not 205, it was 210. I hit the 210 3x5, but it was grindy as hell on that last set. I'm not even sure if I want to go up at that point. Maybe I should go up and like do a 3x3 until I can work up to a 3x5. Maybe I should stay for the next week and do a 3x5 again with 210 and then go up the following week. I don't know what's going on. I really, really don't. And that's the problem, is that I really just don't know what to do. And I gotta rationalize what's more important to me right now. I always tell myself this in my head, like, the most important thing, you gotta remember, the most important thing right now is to get rid of all your fat. You got too much fat. You know, you're unhealthy still. I'm much healthier than I was, but still unhealthy. You know, I gotta get rid of this fat. And strength can always be built, right? Can always be built. But you need to lose this fat now before it affects you. You know what I'm saying? Because it already is, really. I mean, psychologically at least. And I know it'd be great for my mental health. And I know it'd be great for just my overall confidence and how I look and how I feel about myself. It'd be great if I lose the fat, and I gotta remember that that is the ultimate goal. So, those are just some thoughts that are running through my mind. We're nearing the end of week 2 of this documenting my training, which also will end week 5 of Power Muscle Block. I'm still debating in my head over whether I should switch to a novice program or not. I really don't want to. I love this program so much. It's so much fun. I don't want to be one of those guys who program hops and gets like exercise ADHD because I'm like tinkering around with the different splits. I'm already going off base by having a rest day between this day and a deadlift day. The week after this is spring break, so I probably will follow a more traditional upper lower, or maybe I'll just throw in a week where I just go every day if you fuck it. We're gonna go to the gym right now. It is currently 5:45. It is a little late in the evening, but I find that on these days, that's just how it is. After school, I gotta come home, I gotta eat, and then I gotta go to the gym afterwards. So that's what makes these days a bit late. Probably won't hit at the gym until 6. I'm really hoping that it's not that crowded today. Not that I really care that much, but it just means that I can work out in peace without having to worry about people behind me, you know, waiting for my rack, which has happened twice now. Both times when I was squatting, interestingly. The pre-workout of today is the BPN stack, the orange and pineapple mango, flight and endo pump respectively. Getting to the end of that, I'm almost finished with it. Once I'm done with that, I think I'll move on to the other BPN stack, which is the green apple with the fruit punch endo pump. I really just have to finish those endo pumps for sure, and the flights because they're the oldest. I'm gonna miss this though, because this tastes really good. The pineapple mango and orange combo is so good, and BPN doesn't even sell those anymore, so you can't get them if you haven't already gotten them. Alright, well, now the pre-workout is down the tube, it's time to go to the gym. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the commentary part of this video. we are going over some military press footage. 145 on the bar today, which is up from last week. That's great. I got it for 2 sets of 5 and 1 set of 4. But man, that last rep, I wanted it so bad. It was right there. And I don't know if I misgrooved or, I just wasn't strong enough. Could be a possibility. But unfortunately for me, it prevents me from going up. Which would have been cool to go up 2 weeks in a row, but it's to be expected. I'm on a cut. Pressing strength goes down as your weight goes down. It's getting to the weight where it's not super easy to handle jumps, and I don't have micro plates, so 5-pound jumps are, the standard, and that's difficult. It's difficult to make 5-pound jumps. People don't really understand how hard it is to make 5-pound jumps on pressing strength. That's why micro plates are actually kind of key. I've thought about buying them, but it doesn't. I don't feel like it's worth it, to be honest. It's worth it in the sense that I think that gyms should have them, but it's not worth it for me to go out and buy them because I'm a broke boy, can't afford shit. And yeah, I wanted it. I really did. I tried. I think was that 3 times for it. It just wasn't meant to be. Moved on to incline dumbbell press. I got the 70s for a set of 10 and 2 sets of 9. Is progress from last week, so I will take it. Obviously, I would have wanted 3 sets of 10, but, again, still progress. I'm surprised I actually managed to pull out 2 more reps, again, because cutting and pressing strength, but I don't know. I feel like I die out on dumbbell movements. I tend to have a really strong first set, and then every set afterwards is just downhill. I'm not exactly too sure why that is. I really just don't know. But for some reason, on dumbbell presses, whether it's shoulder presses, flat presses, incline, decline, whatever, my first set out the gate is just bam, right in your face. I can hit my target set reps easy if they all went like that, but they just go downhill so fast. I don't know. Anyway, here is machine shoulder presses. This is 160 pounds. Again, I got 12 reps on my first set, but the second set was 9 and the last set was 10. I wonder if this is what I talked about. What was it? Not last video, but the video before that where I talked about shoulder endurance and how for some reason my shoulders just die out a lot faster than any other muscle really. I'm not too sure why that is, to be honest. I don't know if it's genetic, some people have just better shoulder endurance than me, but yeah, fuck, I don't even know. I really don't. But I'll take it. I really will, because 160 is still... I still got more reps out of it than last week. So I'll definitely take it. It's not like I'm disappointed with this number. This is just sort of a... I don't want to say a fluff exercise, but it's just sort of something to, get a little extra work out of the delts without taxing too many other muscles like stabilizers. Moving on to lying tricep extensions. I actually got 12 reps out of my first set with these, but then I got 2 sets of 9. This is 30 pounds. Again, these kick my ass. I really don't understand what it is about these versus maybe the seated version, the standing version, the cables. But this particular variation, these are only 30-pound dumbbells, but, they are tough. I remember the first time that I ever tried to progress on, easy bar skull crushers. I think I got up to, maybe the 90s. The 90 easy bar or the 80. It wasn't heavy. That's not that impressive.
but it still was like almost to the end of the stack. And here I'm struggling with the 30-pound dumbbells to do. I just wanted 3 by 10, and I really wanted a 3 by 12 when I got that first set of 12, but it just wasn't happening. I guess I'm not exactly. Again, I really don't know what it is about this particular variation that causes me so much difficulty, but it's more annoying than anything else that I'm having trouble. Also, I never know if I'm doing these right. I really, I just don't know. But yeah, damn, that was. I needed some body English on that last rep. Penultimate exercise, cable curls. I did 2 sets of 15. Actually, no, I did a set of 15 and a set of 13. I remember now. I did a set of 15 and a set of 13 with 50 pounds. Um, Again, I'm not too sure. I'm trying to be really explosive with these. I'm not too sure how much body English is allowed. I think some of these are a little too cheaty even for my taste. And I'm not against cheat curls, but I'm also especially on this like machine cable curls, like I'd rather be more strict than anything else. And I remember talking about it last week where I was like, I'm not too sure if I want to stay with these or go for barbell curls. I like these, I really do. I feel a great pump and I really feel a nice contraction, especially when I'm really explosive like this. But I do like barbell curls and I do miss them. So, I've been thinking about tinkering with my program. Maybe I'll go over to barbell curls eventually. I'm not too sure. I'll have to really think about it. And finally, we got dips. I'm actually really, really pleased with the progress on these. I got a set of 12 and then a set of 10. I think I could have pushed out way more reps, especially on this first set, than I did. Looking back at the footage, but I expect these to go up. I expect, when I'm 200 pounds, I expect to be able to knock out sets of 15 and 20. Like, really, like, it's not really that hard. Um, like, that's why I'm doing them right now, because I really like dips and I really like these calisthenic movements. And I want to get super great at them. Like, I want like a 4 or 5 plate dip, like, eventually. Like, that would be awesome. Um, anyway, we're coming to the end of the workout here. This whole video was kind of just sort of my thoughts on everything. So I thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.